Good evening. The weather alert is because we're under a winter storm warning. It begins at 9 o'clock tonight. Yes, the colder air is here, but now the rain is increasing, and with the air cooling down and temperatures dropping, we are going to likely see some ice tonight, but not everybody. Now, the winter storm warning issued because of the potential for slick roads, and I do believe bridges and overpasses are going to be most likely areas that'll see that. A glaze to a tenth of an inch of ice possible, the higher totals inland. But this is one of those situations where it's not a widespread event, but it can catch you off guard. You know, you can be driving along and the roads seem fine, they're wet, and then all of a sudden you run into some ice. That's why these are sometimes worse than if you know it's going to be there for sure. So this is something to pay attention to, especially if you have to drive early in the morning tomorrow. Not only that, but we've got bitterly cold wind chills down to near 20 by tomorrow morning, so you got to bundle up, and that includes hands and your face, your head, so you don't get hypothermia, as temperatures will be feeling very cold. We're going to fall to near freezing tonight, anywhere from 28 inland to 32 closer to the coastline. The island, again, you're staying above freezing, but everywhere else we have to protect our plants and our pets and outdoor exposed pipes or sprinklers. All right, this is a look at our sky. You can see that very overcast sky, kind of shiny streets here. We've had some rain in Corpus Christi and areas around Corpus Christi, and the temperatures, they continue to drop. Look at this, that wind is really blowing out there, and the temperature is at 39 in Corpus Christi, 37 Beeville, still well above the freezing mark, so there's no concern at this time for ice on any roadways. But as those temperatures fall tonight, that's when we'll have to keep an eye out, especially overpasses. These are the feels-like temperatures when you combine that wind. Oh boy, yeah, it's pretty bitter on your skin, as it's feeling like 27 at Beeville right now. So we've got the moisture increasing. The cold front did go through last night just after midnight as expected, and that Arctic air is seeping in at the surface, but just above the surface, we've got warmer air that's coming in as this upper wave we've been talking about is going to move across South Texas. So the two are overrunning each other, and that's causing the precipitation to develop here, and at the same time that cold air is going to cause some of that to freeze. A little bit of wintry precipitation right now falling in hill country north of San Antonio through Austin, and then to the south most of it's just rain right now, but again later tonight is when we'll start to see that change over in areas. Right now it's just a cold rain, and it's increasing and will continue to increase tonight. The latest future tracker showing just that. This is pushing ahead now to 9 o'clock tonight. Notice we see some pockets of moderate rain. A little pink showing up here, but that's aloft at the surface. We won't have anything freezing on the ground level, but you may get a little sleet starting to come out of that rain, mixing with the rain in our western counties anytime around midnight and past. Sleet and freezing rain a possibility, and perhaps even a little band of snow here in Duval County mixing in Jim Wells County and up to near B County. So a little of everything out here, and notice the temperature is very close to the freezing mark. As we see that wintry precipitation coming down. That gradually ends. The precipitation starts to move out tomorrow morning, and temperatures do start to climb. This is by 9 o'clock in the morning. So up until mid-morning, you're going to have to use caution on roadways, but then the rain will start ending and temperatures will continue to go up, although it's still going to be chilly tomorrow, only in the low 40s. Keep the coats handy. It's going to be cold, although the wind will be dying down. Okay, potential ice, a glaze. When we talk about a glaze, it barely covers the surface, but it's enough to cause slick conditions. And you can see mainly in our far western counties, but also we're going to have to watch patches of it closer to the coastline. Rainfall amounts, 1/4 to 1/2 inch in most areas, are expected from this system. Now, let's talk about temperatures. A freeze warning's in effect tonight, and this is the forecast temperature by 7 in the morning. 29 Beeville, George West, Alice, 31 Robstown, Corpus Christi. On the island, though, 35 Port Aransas. And then as we go through the day tomorrow, we're still chilly in the 40s. Tomorrow night, not quite as cold, but still below freezing farther inland, 30 to 32 inland, 35 tomorrow night, Corpus Christi, and Saturday into those 50s. That wind chill in the morning is going to be bitter. These are the forecast wind chills, how it's going to feel tomorrow morning, 20 to 22. So again, bundle up. That's the bottom line there. And you can see that the temperature does hover close to that freezing mark for a few hours there through 6 o'clock, and that wind chill in the 20s all the way through 10 o'clock before it starts to feel just a tad better tomorrow afternoon. All right. So here's your 7-day forecast. Yeah, tomorrow's the morning hours is when we have the best chance of any precipitation. It's cool and drier in the afternoon. The winds die down. The weekend in the 50s. Hey, doesn't that look nice? Finally, 62 Monday. But a little rain's possible Monday as well. Another front comes in cooling us for Wednesday. So all in all, Paul, we're just going to have to really watch the temperatures and the ice tonight for especially our inland areas.
Right, that's a big thing, that ice. They call it black ice for a reason.
That's right.
And you never know. Slow it down right there. All right, Sharon, thank you.
You're welcome.